Well, in this video we're going to run you through how to simply change the washer on a dripping tap, on a period brass tap. As you can see here, annoying drip, been getting worse. You can tighten it as much as you like and it still continues to drip, and you can see the copper sulfate forming around the lip of this tap and also around its attachment here. So first thing to do with this is to turn the mains water off. If you've got an isolator valve on the system, then you can do that. And I'm actually lucky enough to have an isolator that the plumbers put in when this was being fitted about 10 years ago. So I'm just going to switch that to the off position. If you can't find an isolator on the system going to your tap, then do go back to your mains and switch that off. But now if I open this tap up, I'm happy I've got the right isolator. There's nothing coming through there at all. So we're okay to open this up. There's no need to open this top section on this one. All you need to do to access the actual washer that needs replacing is to unscrew the whole top element of this tap. And this should lift out completely and reveal the rubber washer, which in this instance is held in place with that little bolt. So the next part of this procedure is to remove that bolt, take that old washer off, which you can see is really worn and quite hard. They go rigid after a period of time and lose their ability to close down. You can see how uneven that is, and quite often they'll be torn. So we're going to remove that, and what I've purchased and what I recommend you get for your hardware cupboard is a selection of washer sizes which are easy to buy on eBay and Amazon and online. These come very cheaply, and it gives you what you're going to need to match one of those with the right size washer that will fit over this piece. So let's get that stripped down and a new one in place. Now the first thing to do is to remove that little bolt on the end here. This can sometimes be a bit tricky because the whole mechanism wants to rotate through. See, it's all lifting out, so what I'm probably going to have to do is get a secondary piece to hold that rigid. Why undo? Oh, it's come. Good. But I may have had to have got a pair of pincers just to bite down on that copper barrel to hold this rigid. And there it comes off the old washer. It's worthwhile just cleaning this up, making sure there's no debris and gubbins around it. And then we're looking for the closest matching size diameter wise to what we've already got. That's quite a good match. I might use that one. That one's going to be too big. That one's too small. I think it's going to be that one that we're going to put back on. So this goes over the end. Sometimes the hole in the center won't be quite as tight as the old washer that you've taken off with these old things. You see, that's a much smaller diameter. Don't worry about that. That's what this bolt will do and hold it in place. So I just need to put that back in and tighten the whole thing up. Now you can see there's quite a bit of difference in the depth here. The old washer is a lot thicker, so what I'm actually going to do with this one is double up with a secondary washer with a smaller diameter, which will help hold that in place. That should still fit nicely into the tap barrel and close it well. So now I'm going to put my bolt back on, tighten that up really tightly, and I'm going to give it an extra twist with this spanner just to hold that in place. Pop that back in, and then we should be ready to refit that and put the water back on, see how good a job we've done. Let's screw that back up tightly, and then I'll have to open up my adjustable spanner again. These tools are great for this type of job. They're not all the same size. It's worth getting a decent size one if you need to do that. So I've just tightened that nicely. Going to close the tap. That feels okay, and now I'm going to open the water and see if that's going to hold. If not, I can always switch the water off here nicely. Here we go. Well, that sounded good. Nothing coming through. There will be some air in here now when we open it up. There we go. Good run. Amazing. No more drips. Now all I need to do is give this a really good clean up. I'm going to get some vinegar on here or a descaler just to try and clean all this old copper sulfate off the tap and get this old vintage looking lovely brass cold tap looking the part again. But that's how to change the washer on a traditional brass external mounted tap. Thanks for watching.